Hey, welcome back to Two Super Guys Trade Stocks. I am Dylan.
And I'm Vinny. And today we're going to talk about how my main man, Warren Buffett, would probably give Nvidia 3 rocket emojis right now and say that it's a buy with almost a perfect margin of safety if you're a complete moron. But we're going to talk
Oh,
about why.
okay. That makes more sense.
Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks.
I was
Just wait
waiting
until
for
you
it.
see the number that you have to put in there to make this actually make sense. This is astounding. Okay,
Okay.
but I mean, look at this. This is like I cannot believe literally a 25% in a week. All right, 25%
Yeah,
a week.
because so remember, guys, I sold my stuff at 150 before the last earnings, and I was pissed. So I bought in at like 250. I sold again right before earnings at 300 because I was like, "There's
Perfect.
just no way that this can go higher."
Yeah. Hey, but you know what's so funny? Like, did you look at the quarterly report a little bit and see kind of what they said and why it was so ridiculous a move?
It was the data center was up like 14% or something. I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't see anything
Yeah.
that justified the move. It didn't make any sense. Like if
It's
I had
their
read the report and not seen the results, I would have never even thought that this would have been the result.
okay. Fair enough. It was really their optimism that would move the stock more than it was what they did. It's what they said they're going to do. They were only expected like $7 billion in revenue. They said actually it's going to be like $11 billion, which is admittedly a whole crap load more revenue for the current quarter. All right. Um, as far as like this is just a ridiculous things from the CNBC article talking about how they're up 235% since their low in October.
Man, I really
Like,
wish I bought then.
yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. And the market cap was on track to open 975 billion. They're just short of $1 trillion as of like close, basically on Friday as well. As far as what they actually did, where the numbers met the road, first quarter reported adjusted earnings $1.09 a share. Okay, and
Does, doesn't
analyst
that
estimates
put
going
them
92 cents.
doesn't that put them
What's
in
up?
America's top 10 companies?
Oh yeah, I'm going to show you actually where they rank as far as
Okay.
market cap and where they rank as far as profits.
Oh, cool.
It's
All right.
wildly entertaining. Um, and then revenue they beat top and bottom line by a decent margin. I'm not going to lie. If Meta came out and did that, I'd be like, oh damn, nice, that's sexy. But this is really where it kind of lost its mind a little bit. Guiding for $11 billion in sales for the current period. Yeah, yeah. So they were only expected to earn $7 billion in revenue, about what they did this quarter. But now they're saying it's actually going to be $11 billion in revenue for the next quarter. Nice.
I mean, yeah, that's good. I don't know, it's 28% good.
Yeah, I mean, and they weren't the only ones kind of doing this week. Marvel Technology. Did you see this? Even more ridiculous.
No, I did not.
Yeah, they also came out so that AI would be a great opportunity for them, and they were up 45% in the week.
Did they have any? Hold on, this might be a good short for me. Did they have any like AI exposure or like any reason why it would be good?
Yeah, they're the ones that make controller chips. So like they make it's useful in like AI server builds. It's kind of like an
Oh,
ancillary
okay.
supplier and stuff like
So
that
they
too.
didn't just say the
So
word AI and be like, yeah, we might do
no,
it. Okay.
no. There's something legitimate here, but it's still a little bit exaggerated. This chart I love too. Looking at the AI mentions on earnings call, and it's just kind of taking these parabolic shape for a lot of these mega cap companies. But the funny thing here too is that everyone's trying to go back to this old stupid adage that every goddamn like influencer on earth is always trying to talk about, right? Don't try to mine gold when you can sell shovels, right? And that's that basic analogy here is that you don't want to be the AI company, you want to be the company supplying the AI company. The problem is that the clientele are very, very different, right? When you're talking about this, you're talking about the same guy that signs up for like online Amazon FBA course, right? When you're talking about being the guy that sells a shovel, right? You're
Okay.
taking advantage of someone that doesn't have a lot of money, doesn't have a lot of knowledge, isn't exactly the most financially savvy, as opposed to right now, what is Nvidia trying to do? They're trying to take advantage of Meta, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple.
Yeah.
Do you think that will work out long run?
Um, I think at least three of those companies will probably have their own thing in like 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, it might take a while. They've been working on it. Like, there are articles out there. Google talk about using AI to design their own AI chips, which is, like you've entered the kind of inception of AI. Therefore, Google should be worth PE of at least 2,000, I think. My
That's the
personal opinion.
thing. That's a There's a term for that when a machine can start creating other machines at a certain efficiency. Can't remember what it is.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But it's just fascinating to me that like people think that Nvidia would be able to, maintain this vast advantage over many years that would take to kind of pay back for this insane valuation that they have right now, right? And they're not the only ones. Amazon, same thing. They're launching their own chips, trying to compete. These aren't exactly new articles. 2021, like this has been going on for a while.
Right.
They've all identified this trend well in advance, and they've been in process of this for a long time.
That was like Tim Cook on the earnings call. Right? He's like,
Yeah.
we've been doing AI for years. I don't know why this is such a big deal now.
Exactly. That right there is actually sums up my opinion of it. It's like, yeah, man, we've been using AI for a long time. We use it to like, kind of find where to invest money better. We use it where to like actually within like internally and like kind of track our product launches and stuff. But it's like it's not like this truly groundbreaking technology like people are making it sound to like it is. And then the freaking analysts here, man. These analysts are might as well be hype YouTubers. It's like, oh man, it's like. They had a great quarter, man. I just doubled my price target. 250, 500 now. It just wild to me.
Yeah. I never put any weight on these guys because they should all, if they actually were accurate all the time, they'd be trillionaires. So I don't, if they actually knew what they were doing.
The funny part though is they both agreed on the $500 price target now, right? All right. So I wanted to kind of show like what's baked into that from a discounted cash flow perspective.
Oh boy.
But we'll get to that one in a second. That's what's actually the background of the main title slide there. So this is the current ranking of global companies by market cap. And this is in Nvidia here, chilling at number 6, right? $953 billion market cap.
All right.
Where do you think they rank in terms of profitability?
150.
Okay,
200.
so you think they're not nearly as profitable as
I
they
don't
are
think
from a market
they're
cap
definitely not in the
valuation?
top 100 for sure.
Okay. What if
Oh,
I told
God.
you it was 355? Mondelez here is a couple spots above them. You ever heard that name before?
I don't know any of those companies that are next to
Yeah,
them.
that's usually a solid representation when you don't even know the company surrounding them. You actually do know Mondelez products though. Sour Patch Kids,
Oh, okay.
more
Well,
profitable
that's innovative.
than Nvidia. All right?
Actually, I heard
They-
that they were going to start doing AI. So,
Ooh, man, AI Sour Patch Kids. I love that business model. Let's go ahead and trademark that right now. We'll get on top of that. But yeah, more profitable than Nvidia over the last 12 months. Trailing 12 months, it's like 4.44 billion or something like that was Nvidia's TTM. Now, this is the DCF calculator here, okay? And the number I really want to highlight here is look at this growth rate, 50. That is literally, in order to get a fair value of Nvidia stock at 500, you have to assume 50% per year growth for the next 10 years.
okay. I don't think it's going to happen.
Pausing for dramatic
Yeah.
emphasis. Yeah.
So, I guess let me ask you this. Would you short it?
No, I've learned my lesson. I've actually bet against Nvidia a couple of times, and I've made some money. I've lost some money. I don't know. You'd have to track my overall performance there to see if it's been a winner or loser for me. Because I've also done the same thing against Tesla because I'm an idiot who can't help himself. But Jesus Christ, I cannot believe that legitimate bona fide analysts are betting on this stock or pricing the stock to be 50% compound annual growth for the next 10 years after a good quarter and kind of upward revision of earnings for a very good quarter.
I could be wrong here. I didn't read their whole thing. I was going to do it tomorrow. But didn't their discrete GPU shipments for PC also go down like a lot? But that wasn't mentioned at all.
I mean, yeah, people care, but obviously, there's a much bigger profit margin when you're selling a $200,000
True. That's a good point.
GPU to Google than it is when you're selling a $2,000 graphics card to some guy named Dylan who plays Call of Duty on occasion. Okay,
Right.
but
Halo.
yeah.
I will say I think that this has entered Munger territory of I wouldn't go long at this price, but I would definitely not in hell short it because it's already defied logic like 4 times. It could just be Tesla, right? I think we all agree Tesla's way over what it should be. It doesn't make any sense. but we're also wrong because it's been like that since like 2019, and it just kept on going up. So all the people who were like we were like are wrong. We were wrong. We're the ones that were wrong. We could just be wrong on this, and it doesn't have to make sense. It just goes up forever.
You know what the scary part to me is that when I actively contribute money to my retirement account, it's most of it goes to an S&P 500 index fund. So this is by default one of my larger holdings indirectly, right?
Yeah, it's true. And Tesla.
Yeah, and
Nvidia and
Tesla.
Tesla is like 5% or something.
I bought Nvidia on Friday apparently because that's when I got paid. God damn it!
Yeah. It's I don't know, maybe it'll I don't know. If you would have asked me if it'll go to 400, I would have said less than 1% chance, so I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. It's a good comedy show. I mean, I don't even know what to like think about it at this point. It's just insanity to me.
It's insanity. All right, let us know guys what you think.
Catch the next one.